So this is okay. It's not great. He mulliganed though, so didn't he? Five mana is not a lot, especially in late game. It really isn't. So he has a turn 2 play. We have no turn 3 play. So this is like pretty bad for us. If he has a turn 3 play, it's like super bad. Yeah, this is super bad. Okay. We can play Vraska's finisher here for tempo, which I think I like a lot. Like holding Vraska's here just doesn't seem like a great play. And then I think we also want to, if he swings next turn, then we can not block. If he doesn't play anything this turn, we can play Vraska. If he does play something this turn, we probably have to play Thunderdrake, and we can start doing our value engine with Spark Double. So since he swings both, I want to not block so that I can protect Vraska next turn, unless he plays something here, which would be... Fuck.
If you see an assassin coming for you, that's a bad assassin.
All right, so we need to keep Vraska alive for one turn so we can Spark Double her. I think Vraska is the only play, and we just have to hope that he goes to parity, because there's no way he's expecting a Spark Double. There's just no way. We play Vraska, and we don't attack.
But I rarely offer discounts.
Because we want to, he's going to trade the 1/1 into this. I guess it doesn't matter if we attack or not. It kind of resolves the same. But it's a little bit stronger to not attack right now. So the good news is that if we chump through this, he doesn't have a lot of other plays, it looks like. He's got 3 cards. But we just need this Vraska's to stay alive for one turn. And if it does, then we have a lot of value. I think we take 2 damage here. Yeah, so that's actually super scary. Yeah, and that's like totally the best play he can do. So we're going to 1/1 the 4/5. And then we actually... Oh, he can kill Vraska no matter what. Unless we don't block the Grizzly. Fuck me. No. Even if we do, right? If we block this, and then we block this, Vraska takes 4. If we block this, chump block this, Vraska takes 3. Yeah, there's no way. So he's just going to remove Vraska from the board. And then if we don't get rid of this Death Toucher, this guy is super smart. So we trade both targets, and then we're super behind. And then this gets bigger. Vraska dies. So we're pretty much relying on Aid the Fallen now. So I think the only play here is actually Ashiok's. And then we, because I think Ashiok, we make unblockable next turn. And then we can guarantee kill Vraska, which is just going to be too much value buffing these up if we don't do it. The other option is Thunderdrake. But Thunderdrake, it doesn't guarantee that he doesn't have some way to deal with Thunderdrake as a flyer next turn. But Ashiok's much less likely that he can deal with it. Also, I also like Spark Doubling Ashiok on the turn following. I don't know. It's problem is we burn 2 turns on Ashiok. So I think Thunderdrake is probably stronger. And we just hope he doesn't have anything to deal with flying. And if he does, that's like just really too bad. No blocks.
How you live. lived is how you'll be.
Okay.
If you need my
So we're
services,
getting super outvalued here. So what do you mean by card viability, Nebula? So Ashiok doesn't help us here much. Our big thing is you just got a lot of death touch creatures. So we need to trade across the board for value. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be Vraska's finisher, which just trades with 1 straight across. And then I don't know what we do from there. So we definitely are going to play this, but and we're not going to, I don't think we're going to attack with, maybe we'll attack with Thunderdrake this turn. Since are we committed to not losing this, since it's a win con for us? I think we don't attack with Thunderdrake here. Tier list and win percent? I just have it in my head right now. I talk a lot about it on this stream. Yeah, we have to trade them, but I want to... Okay. Damn, that was absolutely the best thing that could happen to us, was parity. Time is what we need here, because we have a lot of potential plays. So, if we spark double the Vraska's finisher... or even the Thunderdrake, we create a lot of value here. Because the Thunderdrake can chump one of these. And yeah, a spark double is great on Thunderdrake here. It creates a 3/4. And then we can chump one of these too into Vraska's. So I like this play the most. Tidebringer Giant and Ashiok Skulker are too high value. And now we don't swing the 2/3. We're gonna trade it, so we're not gonna swing it. Time is all we need. If we can do time, we can eventually win the game with Ashioks probably. But yeah, it's a rough game. The Vraska's value was like super high. Aid the Fallen would be insane, right? Because we could bring back both of these, and then we just immediately have a ton of value. It's actually fine. Okay, cool. So the 3/3 goes here. We trade that across, and then we trade the 2/3 into this. We don't have an answer on the... We're going to need... The real question is, do we trade the 2/2 because we can double block the Apex hybrid? I think we just need to get to the... God, it's a 2-turn clock if we don't do that. Either way, it's really bad. The clock's faster if we don't double block. Take 5. I think you block. Not sure. We have a 1-turn clock right now. Well, 2-turn clock. We can't play Giant because we fucking die if we play it. He can play... He can do... I think you have to block the 3/3 with Ashioks here. I don't block this turn. Okay. I got a chump. Do we play Giant? Because we draw, and then we might have some kind of answer, and then we chump block next turn because we're dead anyway. Yeah. Okay, that's an answer. Good shit. Neat. And then God, do we attack? I think we do. I'm okay. I'm okay blocking Ashiok's here. I'm okay trading Ashiok for the 3/3. And we have a giant out too. So he can attack with the 1/1 and he gets through on 1. Which is probably fine. Like the 4/5, like he can block with Snare Spinner. Possibly has a combat trick. That would be a nightmare, and we just lose the game. So I wonder if I want to wait 1 turn to attack or not. It's very tough to say. We still have 2 Aid the Fallens and a 1 in 10 chance of drawing them, or less, 1 in 7. I don't know if you attack or not here, is the real question. It's pretty risky to attack in this scenario. But we also need to get him on a quack. See, 20 fucking life. I think we wait 1 turn to attack. So this deck, he has 2 Vraskas in his deck.
I'm good at what I do, and what I do is win.
We block the 3/5 into Ashiok, which is our lowest value card right now. Good news is that Vraska dies next turn. We top deck a swamp. So we have to kill Vraska here and then take 2 damage. All right. If he swings all. Because Vraska's way too high value to keep alive. Oh, yeah, he can chump it. That's right. Yeah. So here we go. 1/1 makes that a 2/2. I'm okay chumping this right now, making that a 2/2. It's no meaningful difference for 2/2 or whatever. I would definitely use Vraska here, because Vraska's dead next turn. Okay.
My students are loyal geniuses. If you need my services, it may cost you more than just money.
That game is unwinnable. I mean, it just is. It just happens. He has Kazmina and 2 Vraskas in his deck. The problem is, like, once you start getting up there in draft, you, like, if you don't have a loss, you just get you just get these kind of decks, like people that have just drafted the most insane stuff, right? Like we're going against an absolute bomb deck. That's this deck is almost unbeatable. Two Vraskas and a Kazmina's in your deck is like... And then we also got land screwed early too, right? So like we had how many turns where we didn't do anything? Yeah. So this is a lot better, right? We have a turn 3 play and a turn 4 play with a really strong card. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna take the L against this guy. I think his deck's just incredible. So our turn 3 play is Spark Reaper. Right now. He probably plays something... Oh, he also has that legendary creature too. Yeah, that's actually pretty annoying. Because that's going to mess with our Kazmina a bit. So we'll still play Spark Reaper this turn. Okay. The options here are Spark Harvest, which is 2 low value, Vraska's Finisher, which is good tempo, but I think the thing we can do for tempo right now is just play Kazmina and then try to protect her for a couple of turns. I think that's right.
And hone your control.
That's great. We can discard a swamp here. It kind of makes it makes this slower to get Tidebringer Giant, but everything else is fine, and I think all these other cards are just too high value. So.
Seek out others then.
Okay. I think what we do is we swing all and see what he does. If he blocks the 2/2, we Vraska's finisher it. This player is smart, so he's not gonna do that. And then if we do that, we Liliana's Triumph. So the all attack here is the play. I mean, if we're really lucky, he blocks the 2/2. But he's not. He's too smart to do that. So the other option then is to Spark Harvest. Actually, we can just outright Spark Harvest that 3/4. We just pay the amount. And I think that's the play. The problem with using Spark Harvest there is that he has fucking 20 Vraskas in this deck, right? So, hey Jack, what's up, man? Or, yeah, Kazmina.
I'm curious, so every day is a new lesson.
He discards Ob Nix's Cruelty. That's how good this deck is. He discards a 5/5 removal. That's actually how good this deck is. To give you an idea of it. Like, okay. So if we Liliana's here, we can kill Kazmina. I think we Liliana's first. He trades the 2/2 for the 2/2, or I don't know which one he does. I think he sacrifices the 2/2. He trades the 3/3 straight across. He keeps Bear. I think we Liliana's after combat, right? We play Vraska's after it resolves. He's probably going to play it the same way, but I think this is right. So before he declares blockers, we Liliana's Triumph. Or right now, like whatever, what our next prompt is, I think. I think the timing is right on this. So if he's smart, he'll actually block the Bear with the Reaper. Or, yeah, that's right. He blocks the Reaper with the Bear, and then he trades across for this, 2/2. If he blocks this, then we can, yeah. This guy is a very good player. So now we force Liliana's Triumph. Whoa, that did not work the way it should have. It didn't. So when he declares a blocker, the wizard didn't go through to Kazmina. It went through to, it just didn't go to anything. So that's not good. Yeah, it just fizzled out. Sucks. It's really bad. So now at this point, I think we just finish her the Bear, probably. And then we can kill Kazmina next turn. He gets way more value out of Kazmina because of the way that interaction works. So in paper Magic, that wouldn't have happened. Like, you would have just been like, oh, like, this is how this resolves. It's like potentially like a game losing type of thing. Yeah, I mean, you could argue with a judge and be like, it would be like really weird in paper. Add Dovin to the 2 Veraska, mythic rare, and
there are many who have turned weakness into a virtue.
I think we could still kill. So we'll swing both at Kazmina. Kazmina's for his trade Veraska, right? Then we'll play Tidebringer Giant.
Regardless, I have learned much.
This deck's insanely good.
Boxes are made to be thought outside of.
Okay. I mean, we definitely play this, right? There's
If you see an assassin coming for you, that's a bad assassin.
and then that's it. We don't do anything here. Swinging the 2/2 like does nothing.
I'm good at what I do. And what I do is... Oh, I'm running out of room to store my trophies.
These are the games that tilt you in Magic. When you're up against like an impossibly good deck. Okay. This is actually good. We're not out of this yet. We can pull back Kazmina and Finisher, which is pretty good, pretty damn good value. Let's assume that he's gonna block with Snare Spinner. I very much doubt he's gonna expect this. So if we send in the 2/2 and the 1/1, no, we can't send the 1/1. So we have to send both of these. Let's assume he double blocks it. We bring back Veraska's Finisher, and we kill either a creature or he lets one through, and then we kill Veraska. Either is good. And yeah, that's the play here. I assume he blocks with the Snare Spinner, and then he 1/1s. The other thing about this guy is he's just like a super good player. Like, I have to give it to him. He's really, really making all the right decisions too. So we aid. Let's get Veraska's and Kazmina back. And then we can Veraska's Finisher. Snare Spinner.
How you lived is how you'll die.
Okay. It's not over. Like, we're doing pretty good. See if he Dovins our 1/1.
There are many who have turned weakness into a virtue.
Okay. Kazmina plus discard island is the play here. So let's do that first. And then...
Under my instruction, you will join my cause.
Cool. It's a pretty good card. Might be relevant. Let's go next to combat. Let's send the 1/1 to you. I actually don't think we trade on that. Hang on. Let's put the 2/1 here, and then the Veraska is here. And if he double blocks, then we Vraska's finisher again and kill the Ceratok. If he doesn't block, we kill Vraska, which is great. And then we hold back the 2/2 for the 1/1. I like that a lot better than saying this 1/1, which with Vraska on the board has higher value. So our hope is that he blocks. Yeah, that's our hope. Because there's no way he assumes that we top decked Vraska's finisher. But we did. Later, bitch. Where's your god deck now? Play your other fucking Vraska, too. Go get your other Vraska with Tamiyo's Epiphany. So, we're still very likely to lose this game just because his deck is... He bottomed all 4 cards. Holy shit. That means the next 4 draws for him were dog shit. 1 was a land, and then 1 is probably good. Wow, dude. It's never over in Magic. That's what I'm telling you. It's never over in Magic. It's never over in Magic. We beat a deck with 1 Mythic Rare, Dovins, 2 Vraskas, Kazmina. Like, okay. Holy. We're 1-1 with this deck. If I lose the next game, it's totally fine. Because we're 1-1 with this deck. Yeah, this is the deck. So he didn't expect us to be playing 2 Vraska's finishers, dude. There's no way he expected the top deck Vraskas. He was so mad. That's why he conceded at 16. Like, and that's the thing, right? He could have come back. He could have easily come back from that. He still had Kazmina and Vraska in his deck, but he gave up. That's what I'm talking about. You never tilt. I was tilting, but I was still playing right. It's so hard not to tilt in this game, but holy fuck, if you don't tilt, you can come back. He could have easily won that game. That game was not over by any means. Holy shit, this hand. Do you keep this? I think you do, because you're just so terrified of mulliganing and not getting land. And then, like, this game is, like, too important. We're just flooded. We have only a turn 2 play right now. If you mulligan, you risk just, like, losing the game, because you just don't have, like, lands. Like, mulligans are, like, just... We have to keep dubious hands because, like, it's just too dangerous to not do it. For streaming, is it necessary to have a cam on you? No. Some streamers do better without cams, like Lyric, for example. We've run a lot of the statistics on it and haven't shown any meaningful difference in having a cam or not having a cam. So we can toll turn 3, which is, like, probably the best play in the game against this deck. Because he almost certainly has a Vraskas. So Toll the Invasion is the play here. Other option is Spark Harvest, but Toll the Invasion is so high value right now because... Discard Vraska. We can actually swing the 2-2. There's no reason not to. We know he has Pollen Bright Druid, Curd, and Crisis. And that right there is why Toll the Evasion is one of the best cards in Limited. What just happened? Okay, so we're probably going to Spark Harvest this time. Very good chance that we just lose this game, but we can actually just clear all of his creatures out too by casting Spark Harvest and Liliana's Triumph, sacrificing the 1/1. Other option is just Spark Harvesting, and yeah, I think I like that. It's pretty good. I think Spark Harvesting here just stops the bleed, and we still have a 2/2 on the board, and then we slow down his tempo a lot. So we're gonna sacrifice a creature. We're gonna kill this. We'll pay 1. We'll sacrifice our 1/1, and then we will Lily. So he creates a 2/2, but we've stopped a lot of bleeding, and we get to play Tidebringer Giant next turn. I'm tempted to offer this trade. Yeah. I just don't like the clock. Yeah, I'm not going to offer the trade because of the clock, but the trade is like super worth it. We don't want to race here. We're too far behind and his deck is too good. So, I mean, if he top decks something fucking incredible, then we just lose the game, but... we're in a pretty good place. We're going to Tidebringer Giant. We're going to draw an extra card. Lose a life. Okay, we're getting super flooded here. Oh! Let's go, baby! Get some! Yeah! That's why you don't tilt, motherfucker. 2 Veraskas, Kazminas, doesn't matter. Get the fuck out of my game! Let's go, baby! We are 3-0. Magic the Gathering. Get some. It was so easy for you to win that game. You had 2 Veraskas, Kazminas, Dovins. You have your fucking whole thing. But because you tilt, you lose. Let's go. What an insane game. Oh, man. We had fucking 3. We had jack shit. We had 3 lands in our deck. And I'm going to tell you exactly what was going through that player's mind, dude. He drafted a really fucking good deck. So he's like, there's no way this deck can lose. 2 Veraskas in his deck, right? Kazminas, Dovins, the whatever mythic legendary that was. What even was that? That was like some crazy ass mythic legendary he had. It was green blue. Apex Hybrid. He had this card. He had Kazmina. He had Veraskas. He had so many good cards, but he basically said that he basically thought he couldn't lose the game. And that's why he lost the game. Does that make sense? What an absolutely insane series. I can't believe we beat that deck.
Walk, little walk, small talk, big thoughts. Gonna tell them all just what I want. That street, 2 streets, I see you and me hanging on the empty swings.